Okay everyone, so this video is going to explain you how to do the task 12-2, which is going to use a function called as VLOOKUP. Okay, VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup. Okay, which means that it is going to look at the data or search the data vertically to look for a value what you need. Okay, so VLOOKUP is a function which we use in Excel. VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup. That means it is going to look at the data vertically to look for a value what you need. Okay, this particular example we are using a very small VLOOKUP function. But this VLOOKUP function is a compulsory task in your examinations. Whichever Excel task are you doing, at least one or two parts of that task will always be using the function of VLOOKUP. So you have to actually understand how to use that function rather than just looking or thinking about this particular task. Okay, so VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup, which looks at the data vertically to look for a value. Okay, let's understand what does this mean. Okay, so in order to do this question, you need to open a file called stock checker, which I have already opened. This is my stock checker file. Let me explain this file first before we look into the activity. This is a business which is selling various units. Okay, as you can see, this particular business is selling various units. They have given you different product names over here. Okay, they are selling products like widget 1, widget 2, widget 3, widget 4, then doodad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then thingy 1, 2, 3, 4. Just different products name. Okay, just some examples. Okay, so they are selling different products. Each and every product have different amount of stock in the business. Okay, and again each and every stock item also has different kind of value. So every time this business would like to know how much items do they have in stock. So they don't want to go look at this particular page. So they have a section over here called stock checker. Okay, so there's a section over here called stock checker. And under here they have this drop down box. Okay, so if they click on this drop down box and select any particular product, they want the stock value should be displayed over here. So this data in the stock is arranged vertically, as you can see, and each and every product has an amount of stock attached to that. So we want to use here a VLOOKUP function which will help you to look for this value in the stock and pick up the amount of stock against it and will display the answer over here. So if you choose widget 5 over here, by using the function VLOOKUP, we should be able to get the answer 33 over here. That means without going and looking in the stock page, we will automatically know how much stock is still remaining. So that is the function of a VLOOKUP. It looks at the data vertically to help you to look for a value and pick any value based on that particular item and give you the result. It will not give you widget 2 back. It will actually give you how much stock is back. So that is what we need. So let's see how do we use this VLOOKUP function. Let's follow the instructions. Open the file. We done that. This is a simple stock checker. The product can be selected from a drop down menu in cell A3. So in cell A3, we can select which product you want to see the stock for. So that is what they are telling. We need the number in the stock to be returned from column D on the stock sheet. So when we choose any particular item from here, we want the stock to be returned, and this stock is displayed in the column D. So they want the value or the amount. So they want the value here. So every time you click and select a particular stock over here, they want to display the number in stock, not actually value. So that's not column D, that is in column C. So every time you change the product, they want to pick up this stock value from here and display that answer over here. Use VLOOKUP formula in B3 to find the stock level based on the value in A3. So now they are asking you to use a VLOOKUP formula to help you to pick up a stock level which should be displayed in B3 based on the value in A3. Okay, so let's see now how do we insert this function. Okay, so VLOOKUP is a function, just like a sum is a function, max is a function, minimum is also a function. VLOOKUP is also a function. Okay, so let's see how do we insert this VLOOKUP function into the Excel formula. Start off with equal to, and usually we type like this, VLOOKUP, and the function will come up. But the thing is, VLOOKUP has several functions, VLOOKUP have several arguments you need to enter. Okay, it is a very long formula. So it is difficult for you to enter a formula just by typing like this. So for VLOOKUP function, rather than typing like this, we actually insert a formula into the Excel sheet. So to do that, put that equal to sign and go to the section called formulas. Okay, so insert, put a equal to sign, and then go to a section called formulas. And in formulas, you can see there are various formulas associated with Excel. Some formulas dealing with financial calculation, some formulas dealing with logical calculations, date and time calculations, and then here we have lookup and reference calculations. So click on this button and scroll down to find VLOOKUP. There is a lookup over here that is different. We want VLOOKUP. So scroll down until the alphabet V, and there you can see the VLOOKUP function. Double click on that and the function arguments window is going to open. First thing what we need to enter over here is the lookup value. Lookup value means based on which figure you want to give the answers back. So that lookup value over here is cell A3, because every time we change the description over here, we want the stock level to change. So lookup value means which value are you picking up the items for. So the lookup value over here is based on the description. So the lookup value will be the cell A3. So whatever we select in A3, based on that the quantity will be picked up. That is the first argument. Second argument is the table array. That means we need to select the, so the second section or the second argument what we need to fill up is the table array. Table array means where is the data located for you to look up the values for. Okay, so our data is located in this sheet called stock. So put your mouse in table array and then go to stock, and you can see it is already forming the function over here to see the data. Okay, now this table array over here, we have different columns of data. We have product code, we have description, we have amount in stock, value in stock, and cost per unit. Okay, we only want to pick up the items based on the description. We are not picking up the item based on the product code. So do not start the table from A1 onwards, start the table from B1 onwards, because you are only selecting the data based on the description. And you can either return amount or value or cost per unit. So from the description you start and you select all these cells of the data where the data has been displayed up to here, up to thingy 4, which is all your data. And you can see the table array is formed. It is telling that it is in the stock sheet and data is ranging from B1 to E15. So the data range has come here. Now the third argument what we need is the column index number. Now column index number means what is the column number of the data which you want to return. So whenever you select this VLOOKUP, you want the quantity to be returned, isn't it? So check where is that quantity. If you see the whole data, the quantity 1, 2, 3 is in column 3. But the table what you have selected is only starting from column B. So this is your first column now, and this is your second column. So you want to return the amount available in stock, and this amount available in stock is available in column 2. It is column C, but in VLOOKUP it deals with a number, not alphabets. So first column is your description and second column is the amount in stock. I am ignoring this column because we did not select it as a part of the table at all. The table what we selected is starting from B1 onwards. So B1 is your first column and C is your second column, and the stock value what you want to return is in column C. So if you see this one as a table, description is your column 1 and stock is column 2. So column index number over here will be 2. That means what are you trying to return? So you want to return the quantity, and the quantity is in column 2. So we use 2. The last argument is only two options, either true or false. True means any nearest value you enter, you will pick up the item. That is widget 1, widget 2, widget 3, widget 4, they all look very similar. So if you even type widget 1, sometimes it can take data from widget 2, widget 3 or widget 4 also. So we do not want that because it takes the nearest value. But other option what you can enter is false. And when you enter false, it looks for a exact match. So if you type widget 2, it will look exactly for widget 2. If you type thingy 4, it will look exactly for thingy 4. It won't look for the nearest item, it will look for the exact item. So if you want to look for an exact item, you say range lookup is false. But sometimes in some questions, like when you are calculating commissions, range, they will give you a range from 10,000 to 2,000. So 10,000 to 20,000. So if a salesperson makes sales from 10,000 to 20,000, commission will be 5%. So there you are looking for a nearest value. So you can use a range lookup as true. But most of the other questions, wherever you use VLOOKUP function, the range lookup is always false because we are looking for an exact match and not a nearest match. So that is your function. So I am explaining these 4 arguments again. So A3 is the value what you are looking for. So the description is what you are looking for to pick up the quantity. Table array is where this table is located. So this table is located in the stock sheet from cell B1 to E15. B1 is the description and C was the quantity, which is column 2. So the value what we want to return is in column 2. So we use column 2 here, and then range lookup will be false. So that is your VLOOKUP function completed. And now say OK. And you can see that when you selected do.4, it is returning 98. Let's check if the answer is right or wrong. Do.4, you have 98 in stock, which is good. Now let's change this one and see if you can show anything else. Let's say thingy 1. It is showing 87. And if you go here, thingy 1 is 87. Let's check widget 1. Widget 1, and it is showing 120. And widget 1, the stock is 120. So this is your VLOOKUP function. So whenever you change your description here, it is displaying the amount of stock available rather than you going to have to look into the stock page every time. So this is very helpful for the companies when they want to sell something to the customers. Before they confirm the order, they need to know if a stock is available or not. So they can come here and they can see how much stock is there. You can see widget 2 is only 5 items. So you know the stock is finishing. So you can place an order quickly. Or if a customer has ordered 10 items, you can say sorry, that items are not available, and so on. Okay. So this is looking for the stock without you having to go and look at the long list of items, directly picking from here, and it is showing the stock level. So that is what this question was about. change the product in A3 to do.2 and select the drop down menu to change the product. The value in B3 should change to 99. So they're just asking you to check if it's functioning properly or not. If you select do.2, it is telling you that it should show 99. So let's check that. Do.2 is a product, and then when you select that, it is showing 99. So our function is working correctly. Next thing they want, enter a formula to put today's date into B1. Now in cell B1, here they want you to enter a formula to show today's date. You are not supposed to type a date in Excel. Okay, you can use a function which will help you to show today's date. So the function is equal to today and open and close brackets. That's it, and it will display the date. Okay, equal to today and open and close bracket. So once you do that, it will show today's date, 11th of March. But if you're doing it on Friday, if you do this function, it will show 12th of March. So that is the advantage of using a function. But if you physically entered 11th of March, whatever day you open, the file date will not change. But by using this function equal to today, whichever day you open this file or whichever day you put the function, it will show that particular date as your correct date. So the date is coming up. Next thing, they want to left align and bold cell B1. So this cell B1, they want it to be aligned to the left side. Now you can see the value is coming to the right side of the cell. They want it to be left aligned. So go to the Home tab and you can see these are the 3 buttons which will help you with the alignment. This one is align right. This one is justified or center, so everything will come in the middle. They want it to be left aligned, so choose this last one, which is align left. And they also want it to be made bold, so click on bold. And that's it. So we made the function today, and while using that function, it will show today's date. We left aligned it and we saved it into bold. Left aligned and bold cell B1, which we have completed, and save the file. So this is your task 12-2, which is how to use a VLOOKUP function. Thank you.